Love dinosaurs. And this is one of my favorite dinosaurs. Does anyone know what this is? Yes, you actually know. Yeah, this is actually a T-Rex tooth. But it's not really a T-Rex tooth. So, 65 million years ago, some T-Rex dropped this tooth. Dinosaurs are able to drop their teeth when they get bad. This one doesn't look that healthy. Just like sharks. Sharks can just keep dropping their teeth. They have new ones coming in. We only get 2 sets. So once we lose that second one, that's it. So this dinosaur lost this tooth, and then it fell on the ground, and it got covered and covered for years and millions of years, and it eventually turned into a rock. This is called fossilization. But what's really interesting with this is I would really like to know what color this was originally. Because when the tooth drops under the ground, it gets covered by rocks and rocks and rocks and millions of years, it turns into the color of the rocks around it. So it may not be this whitish color when it was in its mouth. So I would really like to try to find a T-Rex and be able to look at their teeth. So what we're going to do is that I actually heard that there was a T-Rex in our area. So we're going to go try to find the T-Rex, and we're going to find it and look at that tooth and figure out what color the teeth are really on the dinosaur. So, you guys want to join me? Yeah! All right. So let's sing our song to get us going. So, I'm going on a Rex hunt. Gonna find a big one. I'm not afraid. I'm not afraid. Are you? No way. All right. So we're gonna go, and we're gonna have to bring things to maybe get the dinosaur's attention. So I think I have something that would really get their attention. So I'll bring my big balloons. So I can, when you get there, they look over here, because we're really small, and T-Rexes are really big. Oh, where's the... But we have to figure out a way to put this and make it smaller, because I don't really want to be hiking all over the place with big balloons. You might get some other attention that maybe I don't want. So we're going to have to figure out some way to make it smaller. What do you think? Again?
When you throw a pants for helium and you put it in the first place, or you can skip pants for helium and just carry it.
But I already got it ready. So I think I'm going to do some chemistry to make it small.
Or you can put it in.
Yeah. This is what we're going to do. I think you have to look. Alright, so we're actually going to use liquid nitrogen. So this is a liquid, but it's so cold. It's 132 degrees below 0 Celsius. And what you're hearing right now is actually that water is boiling. And when we think of boiling, we think of water, and it gets really, really hot. So we're going to show what happens when you put it into a kettle. So normally you would get some water from your tap, and you put it in this, and then you'll hear that noise, because that usually says, I'm boiling now. So what's cool, and some of our second graders know this, we talk about states of matter. We talk about going from a solid to a liquid to a gas. So this guy's already turning into a gas at room temperature, which actually is good for us because 75% of our air is nitrogen. So I'm going to use this to make my balloons really small. Oh, let's start squishing them in.
Why are you wearing gloves?
Yes. Well, I'm not touching it. But he's wearing gloves.
Excellent question. Yes, we did.
I have my magic spoons. Alright, so now we have our balloons all packed up so I don't have to have it weighing everywhere in the air. Alright, so we're going to keep going on our dinosaur search. So, are we ready? on a Rex.
Rolling on a Rex.
Gonna catch a big.
Gonna catch a big.
I'm not afraid.
I'm not afraid.
Are you?
Are you?
No way.
No way.
All right, but what happened at the end was a session. We've gone this way. We haven't packed up, but now it got dark because it took a little bit too long. So we're gonna have to figure out some way to be able to light our way. But I have my balloons, and they're not really gonna help us in the dark. But we do have pickles. Let's use pickles to get some light.
All right, so one of the neat things about pickles is that they're full of salt, full of sodium chloride, okay, which is composed of sodium ions and chloride ions. One of the neat things about ions is that they can transmit electricity, okay? And one of the really neat things about sodium ions is that if you excite one of the electrons into a higher state, when it drops down into a lower state, it gives off an electron. When it gives off that electron, it shines light, or it gives off light. Excuse me. The electron drops. It gives off light. That light has a very characteristic wavelength, which comes across to us as yellow. Fun fact: that concept spans across different elements, and astronomers use that in order to be able to tell whether a star is moving away from us or toward us. So it can be seen all the way across millions of light years of space. All right, so we're going to take our pickle, and we're going to run some electricity through it to excite those electrons, and then it will glow.
Oh, wait. Okay, wait, we have to try and plug it in. You need to get light again? Okay, Dad needs to be on. Thanks. Alright, and off. Alright, so. We have to wait a little bit.
Okay, so we just have to be a little bit patient here.
So we're sort of frying this pickle, and it's releasing light so that we can see our way as we go through on our hunt. Alright, okay, let's get the lights back on. Yep, so we've been able to cook up the pickle. Alright. Oh, that's so we have made it through our dark night, and we're going to have to keep going. But you know what? I still haven't found the T-Rex. So what I may have to do is actually call for T-Rex. So to make noise, we actually can use our mouths, and we blow sound out of our mouths, and we send these waves far away. And people across the room might hear these waves coming to our ears, and our ears actually can translate those waves into a sound. So we're going to try to call for the T-Rex, and hopefully that wave will come through and get to that T-Rex's ears, and he'll be able to know. So we actually have a T-Rex caller. So we're going to have to do this, and look for our T-Rex. Alright, we're going to use some fog to make it so you can see it. So you don't see it going in the air. Alright. So, we call for our T-Rex. And do you guys think he's going to make it? I think he did. He's over there, so we gotta use our balloons. But no, actually, we didn't bring these balloons. We brought the ones that were packed in our bag. So we're gonna have to get those out. So I have blown our air into this balloon. I sealed it off, and now it's coming. And you guys when it's coming close. So he gets really, really close. And then I notice his teeth are awful. He does not brush his teeth. So we're going to have to make some T-Rex toothpaste to help our dinosaur, because I can't tell what color it is. So let's make some T-Rex toothpaste.
All right. So what we're going to do is we're going to make some T-Rex toothpaste by taking some concentrated hydrogen peroxide and breaking it into water and oxygen, which will mix with detergent to create a massive amount of foam. So we're going to add about 50 milliliters here of concentrated hydrogen peroxide. Now, who here has had their mom or dad put hydrogen peroxide on a cut? Yeah? Did it feel good? Oh, it kind of burned, right? Yes, using batteries and other things like that. All right, now hydrogen peroxide slowly decomposes over time naturally, but we're going to want to do this not over weeks and weeks, but in just a few seconds. So what we're going to do is we're going to use a catalyst. Yeah. We're going to use some potassium iodide as our catalyst, and we're going to use normal dishwater soap. About 5 milliliters. Yeah, that's good. And what color should our toothpaste be, right? Toothpaste comes in different colors, doesn't it?
We'll get some blue in here. Toothpaste comes in different flavors on the side, so how about we do another one as well? What other color? We'll get some pink. We have our Easter colorings. Okay, we want the blue on the side. Alright, so we have our toothpaste. We gotta make it from T-Rex.
Okay, should we make some? Alright, can you guys count me down? 3, 2, 1.
Really dirty, but it actually washed off that gunk. Now I think they're purple. So we didn't know that. So now we find out that it's the color of the dinosaur's teeth. But you know what? He really did not like us washing his teeth. He's never had that happen before. So we got to figure out some way to get out of here before he eats us. Okay, so for you who are near the green line, could you please squish back a little further?
He's gonna be so cool.
Okay, so we gotta get away from the T-Rex.
Okay, ready? 3, 2, oh, this is just water. 3, 2, 1.